goes through your mind on pressure shots?
Nothing. I mean, I think in those moments, it's like I'm shooting it, like regardless. You know, if it goes in, great. If it doesn't, like, I mean, I got to shoot it. So not really stressed about it, not thinking too much about it, just let it fly.
Just let it fly.
Yeah.
I know you did so sort of right after the game the other night, but can you walk us through the step back at the end of the game there?
Yeah, we called a play, but we didn't have a full shot clock, and it kind of got messed up a little bit, and ball came to me on the left wing, and I heard the crowd like get kind of anxious. You heard them like kind of counting down, like someone's got to shoot this soon, and nothing was really going, and so I just got to my left hand and tried. I was going to attack, but then I got some space and went to pull it for three. So
where does that rank with the big threes that you've hit this year?
I mean, the Connecticut one was like more of a game winner, so that one was a little bit more fun. But I mean, playoffs game one, I think, and in Target Center, it was really cool to feel that energy. But yeah, I mean, ranking-wise, it's hard to tell. I mean, important moments like that, it's always so fun to just feel the energy of your home crowd, so that was pretty special.
As someone who is part of this team last year, when you guys were in what the situation that Phoenix is in now in Connecticut, got a game on the road and forced a decisive game 3. What do you learn from that to make sure now that you guys are the home court team and are facing a closeout game that you take care of business and advance?
Yeah, it's huge. It's such a unique situation, having like hosting 2 games and then having to go on the road for a potential game 3 if it goes to that. So we know we want to win every single game in Target Center. That's what the playoffs are about, especially when you have a higher seed. If you win your home games, you're set up to be pretty successful. So we take that with pride. And we focus on 40 minutes at a time, and so 140 minutes is down, and now it's in our heads it's 0-0, and we just want to win the next 40 minutes, and that's kind of our mindset.
You mentioned your big game against Connecticut. Do you thinking about the next round? Are you thinking about the next team you could play, or is it just what's going on today?
No, not thinking about that at all. There's a lot we have to do before we get to that point. So we're totally focused on Phoenix right now and tonight's game, and what we can do to hopefully get the win tonight and not force a game 3.
We've seen her do it all year long, but Fee's performance the other night, especially after the voting came out and it was official that, Fee was as unanimous as a runner-up as Aja was the unanimous MVP. Just how do you assess, her performance and just sort of, how her legend just keeps growing with each game this season?
Yeah, it's been incredible. I mean, how she had 38 the other night, and it looked so easy. I know she works so hard, and how she plays the game is so smooth and so fluid, and she never forces anything. She makes tough shots, but it looks so easy for her. And then how she is as a leader to us, and how she is as a teammate to us is just, she's one of one. And I'm really thankful, to be her teammate and to be a friend of hers and get to know her off the court as well. She's just been so incredible, and she just wants to win. She doesn't care how many points she scores. She cheers for everyone as much, more than she cheers for herself. And I think that's what's really special about her, is she just wants to win. And that's, I love her with that.
Someone who's been here a while, what was it like when Courtney joined the mix? Somebody who's not only just a good player, but a good person and very talkative, a lot of personality. What did she bring here?
Yeah, that. Her personality, her energy in the locker room. Her and T are always dancing in the locker room, bringing that energy before games. And then her leadership, she's obviously a vet, so she knows the league, she knows what she can do, she knows what she's good at. She's obviously evolved into a point guard for us. It's funny, when I got drafted to Connecticut, Courtney was there, and T was there in training camp, so I knew a little bit of Courtney back then in 2019. So now to see how she's evolved since then as a veteran in this league, someone who knows who she is, she's been a great addition to us. So a fun energy, a fun personality, and she's helped us obviously tremendously this year.
You got a favorite Courtney story from off the court you can share with us?
Oh gosh, probably not. I can share. No, she's just, she builds me up. I really appreciate that about Courtney, is she's always in my ear telling me to stay confident, telling me to shoot. She's on me if I pass up a shot. She gets mad at me and tells me not to do it again, but I really appreciate that about her and her leadership.
Bridget said that pregame is pretty hype in the locker room. You want to share a little bit more about that?
Yeah, it's Courtney and T usually dancing. Like I mentioned before, someone's on the aux, I think usually T, maybe sometimes Diamond, and those two are usually dancing, and then other people jump in.
What's their go-to
Not
song?
Me. Oh God, I don't even know. I don't pay attention. I just laugh at them the whole time. It's usually the energy. It's like those two being fools and us just laughing and giggling at them.
What's the biggest key in getting the job done against Phoenix tonight? Not to close out a series, but just to win this game against the team right here.
Our defense. Obviously, it was a high-scoring game last game, and obviously they have a lot of offensive weapons and firepower, and they shot the 3-ball really well. They got in the paint really well. So just trying to limit them and make things as difficult as possible. And obviously playing off our defense and making things a little bit easier for us on offense. But yeah, knocking down on defense, making things as difficult as possible.